Get on your knees. I want you to say, I'm sorry that my daughter wanted me dead to get my house.
I'm sorry my daughter wanted me dead to get my house.
I'm sorry for betraying my ex-wife.
I'm sorry for betraying my ex-wife.
I'm sorry for betraying the bandidos.
I'm sorry to betray the banditos.
I'm sorry with the government.
I'm sorry to with the government.
Right now, he's on the devil's lair. I'm gonna sacrifice him to the seals if he breaks his apology. That's my first soul. Who's gonna be next? I guarantee you, if I get my hands on you, you're gonna be on your knees praying.
On January 14th, 2026, officers in Washington were handling a call at a local resort when they were alerted to a series of disturbing Instagram videos filmed at the hotel. The videos allegedly showed a ritual being performed on a man the previous evening, and with no sign of him since, his family feared the worst.
The devil coming back alive tonight. I'm gonna show you how the fire monk does it. The sacrifice ritual has begun. I'm gonna be sacrificing his soul to the devil. 2.5 barrels. Pray for what you want. Get on your knees, all the way down. First one, on your knees. Head down to the ground. Pray for what you want. Bitch ass. Wants to suffer your bitch ass. Huh? How much suffer your bitch ass? Huh? Huh? Demons.
The next day, officers locate Kyle in the hotel parking lot. At this point, they're investigating the disturbing footage he posted online. Notice how he immediately sets his phone down to record the interaction, expressing deep paranoia about law enforcement.
You're Kyle?
Sir.
Okay, Kyle. Do you know why we're contacting you today?
I'm sure there's a list of reasons.
Okay. So what happened over at the marina today?
Okay, is it okay if I put my phone down?
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah.
I just want to record that, that we were in contact.
Okay. And so everything's being recorded on my body cam.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
So much corrupt cops, man. So hard to know who to trust, man.
Okay.
So, that gentleman earlier was looking at me. So I asked him, I was like, hey, who do you work for? He's like, the military. I was like, okay. And I started asking him questions about the fire.
The fire?
It was a fire where I bailed out 2 people.
Okay.
You want me to empty my pockets?
No. You don't mind keeping your hands out of your pockets for when we talk. That's fine.
You mind if I smoke a cigarette? Is that
That's
okay?
fine. That's fine.
I asked him. He said he's from the military. He's all tied to Jocko. You'd be very surprised. Jocko Wolf, San Diego.
Okay. Do you mind keeping your hands out of your pockets while we talk? I appreciate it, man.
Why don't you turn around?
Yeah, just
not
frisk
arrest.
it.
Not arrest. I'm gonna have you just interlace your fingers behind your head. I'm just gonna pat you down. Okay?
Yeah.
Is that all right?
Yeah, so we all can be good.
Yep. That way you
22.
can relax. We can relax. We don't have to worry about what's in your pockets. Nothing on your neck.
22.
Okay. You're good.
So I asked him, who do you work for? He says the military. So I said, okay. I said, what do you know about the fire? And this guy started threatening me. Say, hey, I'm gonna come visit you in jail. I was like, oh, if you see that police call, he said that he's posting stuff on Instagram. Oh, how'd you know that, buddy? How'd you know that? So I asked him about the fire. Denies it. I let him know, hey, police is involved. All these people are involved. Okay? Denies it. I said, okay. But after he threatened me, then I start getting mad. Whoa, buddy. You're telling me I post on Instagram? You're threatening me and you're calling the police when I'm having a conversation with you? Oh.
So when you say he threatened you, what did he say?
He said, I'm going to come visit you. He said he's going to come visit me in jail.
Okay.
Why would he say something like that? Very suspicious.
Okay.
Very suspicious, okay? I am talking about what's happening in the community and he's threatening me.
Okay.
I never threatened him.
Yeah.
I just let him know. Everybody that I'm catching right now, I'm planning to send them on a vacation to North Korea. Where are you going if you with me?
Korea.
Where?
North Korea.
Everybody that you're catching. When you
All
say
these corrupt
catching,
people, all these people involved. I think they're killing people back there. Can I give you evidence? Can you
not
grab
right
it from
now.
my car?
Not right now. We're just having a
It's
conversation
a
right
shotgun
now.
shell
Okay.
that I found back there. Can you grab it? It's in the middle.
All right. If I look in your car.
Yeah, of course.
Okay.
It's an empty shotgun shell. Just open the middle. You're going to find 2 shotgun shells.
Okay.
and a getaway.
Yeah, why don't you
bottle.
just hang out here?
Okay.
So
Okay, let's stick to this story. Okay, so I was he threatened me, so I let him know. Hey,
he threatened to come visit you in jail.
Okay. And I told him, hey, everybody I'm catching, bro, I plan to send him a vacation to North Korea.
Okay.
He starts locking on the door, saying I can't go in there. I'm like, oh, so you a manager here? I asked you who you work for. You told me the military. Why was that the first thing that you said? You trying to threaten me again?
Okay.
You see what I'm saying?
Okay.
You see what I'm saying?
Okay.
Like, I'm just having a conversation with this guy because I'm telling the community what happened. I'm only telling people the truth. I am not lying to people.
So you're just trying to get the word out about the fire
Yes,
on the
sir.
res?
I'm on Lost Temple Community on Instagram. It's all there.
Okay.
This is all tied to the old sheriff that got caught by Sandy Robson for misusing the jail. And also she caught the governor for misusing campaign funds.
The sheriff of Whatcom County?
Yes, sir. The old one, the white guy. And then now the new black sheriff, I think he works for him.
You think the new sheriff works for the old sheriff?
Yes, sir. Because the old one, he has all the motive to sell drugs in this town. I own the Quality Inn. They've been protecting the homeless. I've always wondered why.
Okay. Are you staying here at the resort?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Do you have a local address where you stay?
I was moving here from Las Vegas, and then all this happened.
Got it.
The person I bailed out, pastor pimps his wife on Lummi Island. Okay, I already posted his address online. And he sells drugs in the back. When I took there, he picked up drugs, and they had his daughter stick to him. I didn't know who she was in the beginning. I thought he just told me he was going to marry this girl, all this kind of stuff.
Okay.
Right? So I thought it was a serious thing. I respected it. I just didn't ask any questions.
Okay.
Right? I don't know the guy like that.
Okay.
I just got locked up, and I just bailed him out when he told me the story.
Okay.
Okay? I have his telephone number, everything.
Okay.
Okay?
So you're just trying to get the word out about the conspiracy that's going on?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So who's the gentleman that you're staying with here? Mr.
Yeah, he's the second person that I bailed out.
Okay, where's he at?
Man, I've been waiting. Okay, so this is what happened. Yesterday,
I saw a video posted to your Instagram that was kind of
okay, so
concerning.
okay. So I took his phone yesterday because he was causing too many trouble. So
You took his phone away from him?
It was my phone.
Oh, it's your phone.
I added a line from, and then
Yeah.
I ended up giving it to him.
Okay.
But after he lied about the whole situation, so he tried to pin me because I knew I was strong. I wasn't going to back down against the banditos.
Okay.
He lied about, in the end, he left his first wife and his second wife. And because he goes around talking shit about his kids, that's why they killed him. All right, I heard his whole story.
That's why they killed who?
I mean, tried to kill him.
Tried to kill him. Got it. Okay.
Sorry. In jail. And actually, I took Bandito's side after I heard his story. It's actually his fault. He's a piece of shit. Multiple DUIs, and not taking care of his kids, talking shit about his kids. He shouldn't be doing that, regardless of the situation. He's a man.
When did you see him last?
I just saw him last night. This morning, he was supposed to go to see his public defender.
Okay.
This is so strange. What is going on?
So you gave him a phone that belonged to you. You let him borrow it, or you gifted it to him?
Let him borrow it. I don't really know the guy, right?
Sure. So did you bail him out of jail?
Yes, sir.
Okay. If you didn't know him, how come you bailed him out?
Man, you guys, I'm sorry to say you guys, but the police, you guys been driving me nuts, selling drugs outside my house. Homeless people come in, take a shower, take my shit, and you guys tell me you take me to jail if I take them out.
Okay.
And this is up. You guys been torturing me for the last 8 years.
I'm not trying to torture you.
Not you, sir. But
Sure,
I'm saying the sheriff department over on that side. Even when I told them that they're patrolling 50 times a day, the other sheriff said, no way.
Okay.
He said, no way. That's just on camera day.
So you were having problems yesterday with Mr.
Yes.
And you took your phone back from him.
Mm-hmm.
Can you go into more detail about what the problems were other than his probation?
Yes.
You took his side initially.
Oh, okay.
And you found out he was a bad guy.
Yes. Okay. So what happened is I bailed him out. I got caught up in this shit, right? And then turns out what he told me yesterday that might have been a lie. He already got his probate money. But I don't care about the probate money. I don't make money off of that. That's nothing to do with me, okay? I just want things done fairly. And also, I'm going after them because of their mother. Their mother alive, huh?
Is his mother alive?
He was in there.
Okay.
I have the video on Instagram pinned to my Lost Temple community, pinned at the top, the interview.
An interview with who?
Talking about the house fire.
Okay. But not a video of his mom being murdered?
No.
Okay, I just want to make
sure.
sure.
No, I mean, it happened 3 years ago.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So you're upset with Mr. You found out he's a bad dude. So how does this all relate to Mr.
You need to know this whole backstory to understand exactly. Because if I just tell you the other shit won't make sense.
Well,
I'm getting there. Okay.
So I'll be honest with you, Mr. I'm less interested in understanding the backstory. I want to make sure Mr. is okay.
Well, so, all right. Out of the picture now, all right? He went missing Saturday. A few days go by. Let's just skip all that bullshit because you don't want to hear it. Saturday night, he goes missing. Okay. Came out Friday.
Out of jail.
Everything is good. He's telling me his whole backstory. He's from Fiji, DUIs. I get a lot of information about his ex-wife, his stepkids. I start putting all this shit together.
Okay.
I started going against the banditos because he told me they tried to kill him inside jail. Well, a lot of people involved in that, right? Not easy to do something like that. And he told me that, you know, they're working with the border agents, trafficking drugs, all this kind of shit.
Okay.
That's why I got upset.
Okay.
That's why I got upset. After I find that out, I got really upset. He didn't even know his daughter wanted him dead. I was very curious why she never came out to thank me for bailing out her dad. And I was very curious why she was avoiding us so much. And then I finally realized, you're next in line for that house. You wanted that house. She was very scared. He had a big plan.
Okay. Big
plan. All right, so after I found that out, and I heard all this story, I realized Bandidos has been supporting you for 20 years, and you're snitching. That's why they try to kill your ass. That's when I started taking Bandido's side.
Okay.
You know, even though they're criminals, they did the right thing. The piece of shit.
Okay.
Right?
So you took your phone back.
Yes.
And then we're
in Buddhist ritual in the back.
Is that where you put him on his knees and threw salt on him and all that stuff?
We throw salt to get rid of the demons.
So Kyle openly admits to the ritual. But legally speaking, his defense relies on the claim that he was performing a spiritual cleansing to rid the victim of demons. He insists the victim was a willing participant.
He knew.
He never told you to stop?
No.
He never said, I don't want to do this, you're hurting me?
Talked about it.
Okay.
I let him know.
So you did the ritual?
Yes, sir.
Okay, and then what happened?
Gave him some hamburgers that we had from earlier from the restaurant. And I just told him, I'm going to see you tomorrow. He was supposed to come knock on my door at 7 in the morning.
And that was the last time you saw him?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And you took your phone so you can't get a hold of him?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
But he was supposed to go to see the public defender.
Okay. Did you hurt Mr. Khan?
No.
No? You didn't get mad and...
And the salt, I mean, but that's part of the ritual. You're supposed to scare them with the salt.
Okay. Okay. So I know about the salt, but you didn't hurt him, kill him?
No, sir.
Beat him up, stab him, leave him somewhere?
He still loves me. He'd say thank you. He didn't even know why he was in that problem. It was because he was running his mouth. I had to explain it to him.
Okay. Well, I appreciate you telling me. So here's where we're at. The marina wants you to trespass for a period of 5 years.
Okay.
And you cannot go back there.
Okay.
If you go back there, you'll be subject to arrest. Okay.
Did I consider this or just
Nope. So this is the resort.
So where's the
separate.
line? Where's
so
the line?
basically, you can't cross the street. So you don't have to sign if you don't want to.
Yeah, I'll sign. I'll sign.
Okay. So you're not admitting guilt. You're just stating that I explained this trespass to you and you received your copy. Perfect. Thank you.
Now the officers move to check on Kyle's family inside the hotel. They need to ensure his wife and children are safe, given his highly erratic behavior.
Hi.
Hello.
I'm Sergeant Mapumalo of the Blaine Police Department. Let you being audio video recorded. Are you Mr. His wife? Okay. Are you guys doing okay?
I'm not sure what's going on.
I want to make sure that you're okay, that you're safe.
You're okay.
Do you mind if we come inside? Is that okay? And it's just you guys here?
Yeah.
Okay. So we're just a little bit concerned. I want to make sure that you guys were safe. Are you guys living here?
We were trying to move back to Bellingham.
Okay.
Our in-laws own a hotel, but there was a problem with him and his parents.
They had a falling out?
Yes.
Okay.
Had a physical fight with his dad, so he went to jail 2 weeks ago.
Got it.
And he bailed 2 people out after. And
Okay.
he was like hanging out with them. Was he with that guy?
So he wasn't with him today. Nobody's seen him today. Have you seen him today?
No.
So the kids look safe and well, and you guys are eating, and you got a warm place to stay. As long as you feel safe with him, this is just a welfare check. Just want to make sure that you guys were okay.
But there's still one major missing piece, the victim. Officers check his hotel room, but find it completely empty.
Mr. It's the Blaine Police. You're not in trouble. You're in here. Make yourself known. Clear. Yeah, definitely.
Clean, no big blood or blood.
Yeah, nothing damage, broken, overturned furniture.
But if she cleaned it up.
I feel like she would have hopefully said something. All right.
The officer finally manages to reach the victim by phone. Listen closely to how he describes the encounter. This statement is what elevates the incident from bizarre behavior to a felony crime.
Just to let you know, I'm calling you on a recorded line.
Yes.
So I wanted to talk to you a little bit about what happened last night with your friend Kyle.
I don't know him too well.
Okay.
I known him only a couple of days when he was in jail. Only thing I know is he bailed me out, and I called him to pay him back my brother. He told me whatever you owe, pay him and get done with this guy. I don't know him.
Okay, so what happened last night? He posted videos of you being on your knees and him hitting you with salt. What was that about?
He's doing something. I don't know what that is about. I got scared, very scared. He was gonna kill me. He's like took me to the dock over there behind the what's that Sanyamo hotel?
Yeah.
And then I just talked to him because I ran away this morning. He was supposed to meet me. I had Blaine Court and I was going to Blaine Court this morning.
Okay.
And he told me meet me downstairs at 7.
Okay.
And he was threatening me.
What did he say?
He said I'm gonna kill you and throw you in the ocean.
He told you he was gonna kill you and throw you in the ocean?
Right now, he's on the devil's lair. I'm gonna sacrifice him to the f***ing seals.
Yeah.
Okay.
He thinks that I am, he's like, you are a cop. You are a cop. I said, no, I'm not a cop. You helped me, bailed me out. I said, that's all I know. I want to pay you and be done with you because I don't know him. And he knows, I guess the guy, his name, what's his name? He bailed him out before me. It was, he reported him missing with 911 the other day.
Did you talk with Kyle today?
Just now I hung up. He asked me where I was. I didn't tell him. And I said, I want to pay you. I said, how much do I owe you? I know he paid $3,000 at the bail bond for me. Cash, I guess.
Yeah.
And I want to make it clear because I don't want anybody after my ass for no reason. I left this morning at 7.
Okay. So how did you guys end up going outside to the pier?
He came back up to my room. He took me down first, and then he came back and he showed me the pier.
Mm-hmm.
And I was telling him, I said, hey, I've been here before. A long time ago, there was a garage sale going on. So I said that, and he showed me around. And then he started doing his salting and making me, demanding me to do what he was doing.
Clean it better, man. What is this bullshit? Get all the f***ing salt, man.
I'm trying to, Hardy.
What the f*** is wrong with you, man? Jesus. I'm gonna pay $10 million for you to f***ing go to North Korea. Huh?
Did you ever tell him to stop and you wanted to leave? And
No, I was scared.
okay, you were scared of him?
I was very scared. If I would say that, he might do what he threatened me with, right? He's like, no, you are a criminal. And then he goes, you are a cop. I said, no, I'm not either one. I said, I've got criminal history for DUI and all this. I was going through divorce. My wife kept on calling cops on me. I told him, I'm very scared.
Okay, so he told you that he was going to kill you?
He goes, I'm going to kill you and the seals will eat you alive here.
Okay, so that was before he started doing the salting?
No, he did the salting first and then he was turned the video off and he was just walking back and forth, just like he was doing in the jail. I'm scared as hell because this guy knows exactly where I live, and I don't know what his motive was.
Sure. Hi, Kyle. So I just wanted to confirm some details with you about your interaction with. Okay. So you were upset with Mr. about his misleading statements that he made about
That he pinned me against the banditos.
his dealings with the banditos. Okay. And you guys did your ritual, your Buddhist ritual out here?
Yes, sir.
Okay. At any point, did you threaten to kill Mr.?
No.
Okay, you didn't tell him that he was going to die?
No. I'm gonna sacrifice him to the f***ing seals. I've been cooking your for the seals. Sashimi, just top layer, cooked, NK style.
Okay, you didn't tell him that he was going to go sleep with the fishes?
Oh, well, that part, I was kind of scaring him, yes.
Okay, what did you say exactly?
So the reason that happened was because I feel, and we talked about this, if you can ask him.
Okay.
We had a conversation about how the kids' stuff is there, and it's all old, and it looks haunted.
Okay.
And I was like, dude, long time ago, something must have happened here.
Okay.
I told him, you know, this place seems very haunted. I saw my first ghost here on Winter Solace. You know, and so that's why I did it over there. You know, I was like, this is haunted as hell.
Okay.
You think about it. Lummy can fly in the Canadians when it's foggy, raining, nobody gonna know. So I was like, dude, there's a deep ass shit going on over there.
Okay. So how do you end up here?
It's with us starting Friday night. I get him a room until we get kicked out.
Yep.
Then we end up here.
Okay.
I get 2 weeks for both of us here until we can figure things out.
Okay.
You know, he just told me like, hey, after I'm done here, we're gonna go to Fiji together. That's what he kept telling me.
Okay.
You know, so I was like, all right, that's cool. So let's get this stuff done. You know, but after he told me the story and I realized he was the wrong, not the community, then I got upset. I was like, look, bro, you're going around lying to everybody. That's unacceptable. You need to pray. You need to do better.
Okay.
You know, you're going around terrorizing your children, pinning it on them, pinning this shit on me. You know, he's the one that's the target, and he pinned that shit on me. That's why I got so upset. That's why we did the ritual yesterday.
Okay. So you did the ritual yesterday because you were upset with him.
That he needs to turn around his life, and if he couldn't turn around from that, I was just gonna leave him alone. Okay. That was the final straw for me. So I told him, you need to do better.
Now notice what happens here. The officer challenges Kyle's story, and Kyle makes a critical admission.
So what about calling him a bitch ass and
bitch ass? Sorry, I was drunk and very mad.
Okay. So where we're at right now is Mr. told me that you threatened to kill him.
Okay.
And that he was afraid of you. He was very scared of you. That you were going to do it. You were going to carry it out.
Why did he leave? He willingly was doing the. I told him anytime he could leave. We were driving the whole time. I told him. Did he tell you this part? After we left, I told him, "You're lucky I'm smart enough to play all this bullshit to fix your problem." That's what I told him in the car. Did he tell you that part?
Mm-mm.
You know, this guy. I know he was scared yesterday. But I really believe that's just praying. You know, I truly believe that's the history of that. Maybe I'm wrong, but that's what, I don't know. All right, so I don't want to stop what you're saying. So you're saying I got to go to jail right now?
Yeah, you're going to have to come with us, okay?
All right. Can I tell my wife at least? Can you call her, let her know?
Yep, we'll let your wife know.
All right.
So go ahead and turn around, face away from us. Can you interlace your fingers?
I don't want to get help with the other investigation stuff that I did.
Which investigation stuff? Actually, hang on 1 sec before we talk, okay? Read you something here real quick, okay? Threat to remain silent. Anything you say can be used against you in a court of law. Do you understand your rights?
Yes, sir.
Okay, having these rights in mind, do you want to talk to me?
Yes, sir.
Okay. You're under arrest today for what's called felony harassment, okay? Threats to kill.
Okay.
So we'll book you in on that. I don't know when you'll see a judge. That's up to the courts and the jail, okay? What was your question, sir?
So, like, you know, I've been talking to the police about multiple, like, crimes and things like that.
Yeah.
Some involving me.
Yeah.
And I asked the sheriff straight up, like, how come no one is, like, calling me and, like, asking me to do an interview or anything like that?
Okay.
It's all recorded, and he just said, oh, they're all doing a meeting on it. I mean, if it's, like, an internal problem over there, I mean, what I'm trying to say is I don't understand why, like, the FBI and stuff are not getting involved.
So you can file a complaint with the sheriff's office, okay? Or you can talk to the FBI. You just go to their website, and you can file a formal complaint there.
I'm just trying to figure out the next step. You know, you're telling me to go to the people that I'm going against, so it doesn't really make sense for me to. I understand going to the website and calling them. Okay. I mean,
that, or you can retain private counsel, get an attorney, and do it through an attorney.
That makes more sense. But it's crazy to have to go through a lawyer.
Sometimes that's what it takes, right?
I didn't know that's how the system works. I don't know.
All right, brother, I appreciate it. Closer.
So what's going on?
Felony harassment.
Oh, okay.
Long story.
The suspect was charged with felony harassment and assault, 4th degree.